Our series on the hill that is concealed. The favorite in the top right, in the red. The ultimate weapon, the best orc of all time, is Lin. And in the bottom left, the underdog here. But still a promising Night Elf player from China gonna do his best here. He is Alice. We've seen him over many tournaments, right? Over the last couple of years. In WGTL, we saw him. In some WGLs, we saw him, especially in the qualifiers, though. He rarely made it to the main event. But he is one of those tier 2, tier 3, well, rather tier 3 players of China that you don't want to underestimate. Todd, have you played against Alice before? How did you fare?
I don't remember playing him. I'm not sure what his account would be on WC Champions, which is the main place I play on, so I don't know. But I think like this series represents pretty well, by the way, standard play compared to what we've seen so far, like in the first series or in the last one that we've had today. We saw very unconventional strategies. I expect a very, very standard style from both here throughout this series. And Alice, I mean, goes to show some of these newer players, they're not afraid to just play completely standards and try and outplay some of the best players in the world here in Lin. That peon really threatened the turtle, by the way. Alice was really careful not to let that be stolen.
Yeah, Lin making use of the peon scout. Nowadays, with the 11th supply Great Hall, that is possible. It seems like Lin's strategy in this matchup seems to be dependent on map. If the map is at least decent for the Blade, he goes Blade. If the map is really bad for Blade, he will go Fossier. We see that on Tidehunters, Autumn Leaves. But here, this side is pretty good for Blade. You can harass especially the expansion very well. If you get the staff, you can slow down the Keeper very well. The Grunt got entangled, getting blocked a bit as well, but the Keeper's out of mana already. Why? Because the Peon ate one entangle, and that way the Grunt can now heal up at the fountain. Treant is chasing, ready to wake up the creeps. But Lin is happy with this. This Keeper is not leveling up yet, and this is an important move towards the shop. Who gets the telly staff? Who's got the better ping? Oh, the Blade gets it! And that's such a huge moment.
Yeah, pretty bad for Alice not to have been able to grab this. I guess he could get his from his side of the map at the other merchant there, but if he would take a while to go there and actually get that Blade. He's like, I want a Tome of Agility, you know, I want a bit of extra damage, so he's gonna go for the Spider Crab. And looks like he's gonna get it undisturbed. You see the Tome of Agi, though. Let's find out.
I smell it. Never mind. I didn't smell it. We were both wrong. Oh, mirror image on level 2. Oh, that's so cool. He sends the illusion south, looking for the expansion. If he finds it, he's gonna telly staff on top. I talked about this with Hitman for a while. Like, wouldn't level 2 mirror image be good? Especially when trying to cancel expansion.
Yeah.
The cool thing is also, if he staffs across and the Keeper joins, and he gets entangled, he can also get out of the entangle with mirror image.
He's stepping away from the Keeper, and he's gonna staff, and that's gonna be a cancel almost certainly.
Bam.
And this is a great reaction to what a lot of Night Elves started doing, which was hunt down the peon that's usually down there, trying to scout that expansion, you know, and get a cancel on it.
Yeah. It took the orcs like 1.5 years to finally, you know, be willing to once not go into crit. The orcs all love the crits. They love the end snares, they love the chase down, they like to go rah rah rah. Look for those kills. Orc brain, right? Smork, we all know it. But in the right moment, mirror image can be the better choice.
Are under attack.
Blade's kind of checking around the main base here. I mean, he knows he cannot die. He has so much mana as well. Like, there's never a win walk wasted. That's what I always impresses me when I watch, like, you know, Focus, Lin, Fly play. They're so meticulous. And in this case, another mirror image is going to be used for a bit more scouting. He might find a tree again. And stuff is up in 27 seconds. I mean, he might just go there and attack it. Let's see. Checks for the main first to see like what it is, if there's lores.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, with all this mana, I can get out of so many entangles. Entangle is not the longest cooldown, but mirror image is even lower. Todd, do you know the cooldown of mirror image? I'm putting you on the spot.
What is it, like 10 seconds?
It's 3 seconds.
Okay.
You can spam that like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and the illusion finds tree again.
And he has
That
stuff.
might-
Oh my god.
Oh,
Keeper.
is it?
Oh,
If
he
he
could
had-
have interrupted. But
Yeah,
he
if
was
he had
already running
entangled
back.
here, this would have been huge, but... Wow, this is a perfect early game by Lin. Reminds me a bit of when Lin played against Foggy not too long ago on this map. Lin has Concealed Hill figured out so damn well. I think Alice... You know, he banned Echo and LR. Understandable, those are also tough maps. But maybe I guess he should have banned this one rather.
Lin going for Wind Rider here makes him not really creep jackable anymore. But remember, air units see further than ground units. So as Alice gets close, Lin immediately sees it, and he makes sure not to start the camp because of this. It's just spamming mirror images to scout everything.
What's the Telestaff cooldown? 34 seconds. This time he might be too late for the expansion, perhaps.
He can just run, I think, if he sees it now. Yeah, go there.
And the good thing is, if the blade goes there and he draws the Nile of Army, that means the Shadowhunter gets to creep. It's a win-win.
And also he can staff back to his army eventually.
I'm gonna pog out so hard when he gets out of the entangle with Mirror Image. Are you ready, Todd?
Yeah.
Get your pog ready,
I'm ready
Chad.
for you to fog.
He's actually not committing to it. Because he knows it's too late for the cancel, so he rather wants to... He just dropped the circuit, attacked it once for fun, just for giggles. And then he comes in for the creep jack, but good just by Alice.
Be able to re-win walk. Okay, he's trying to steal the Troll High Priest. Actually, I think he got that.
Aquaman has experience though. Maybe he didn't? I didn't quite see it. Sideline reporter Neo, did you see it? Alright, enjoy your snack. Anyways, Shadowhunter keeps creeping over at the natural. This might be
Oh, he
level
got
3.
it, he got it. I rewatched there's the instant replay here. It's like football. We're finally reaching the technology, so I watched the clean feed.
This is a sick game by Lin so far, man. Periapt is whatever. I guess with mirror image build, it's kind of good to soak up more damage. But the fact that the expansion isn't even creeping the natural yet, the tree that is, and the Orc counter expansion is about to come up, this is about as good of a game as you can hope for as Orc.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I feel like that's what we've seen from Lin in a lot of his matches in the earlier rounds like this of tournaments. It just looks flawless. It's the level that we're reaching in WarCraft 3. Almost to the point where, like, if you watch really old games, it's gonna be like, what the hell were these guys doing, you know, like years ago? And now, everybody's execution has become incredible. They're always innovating a couple things here and there in the meta. That's... Alice was like, oh, you want to cancel my expo? I'll go cancel yours. And then Lin was like, no. Just no.
It kind of looks like no chance so far for Alice. I wonder if this mirror image build is going to catch up on other maps as well, or if it's a Concealed Hill special. As I said, I love this this option. I think it's really cool. Sentry though placed at the expansion. I'm still waiting for him to get out of the entangle. There we go. But he doesn't even need to. He's not even getting attacked by the rest of the army. And as you pointed out earlier, Lin very, very deliberately using his mana. Never wasting any of it. Many noob orcs would just spam Windwalk all the time, then be out of mana, and then have limited options. But Lin always only uses the spells when he needs to.
Yeah, Pillage would have been nice here, but he skipped that here for now. And one of the Enchanter 4 went down, forcing Alice to remake that at the back of his base. Ooh, he didn't use the Moonwell here. That was in range. And we got the traditional snake pit.
And the Blade Master already over towards the expansion because he doesn't have a sentry here. He just has the feeling, he has the knowledge that the entangle will be coming up at this point. Is Lin the greatest or what? Chat, come on. This is amazing.
That tree could be on a threat here. There's Wisp preparing, but when they start being raided... Oh my god. He has to transfer Invuln or Greater Healing here. First use his Healing Spray. Okay, stops it to transfer the Invuln. That might have been a mistake in the first place to use the Healing Spray. Keeper in danger. There is no staff for preservation, just the Greater Healing. On the Alchemist, he has to transfer that. Okay, uses it immediately.
Then also losing some units. Good target fire, the grunts on the archers the way it's supposed to. A bit of lightning shield on top. And that is the GG. Once again, a very one-sided affair, but what a beautiful game by Lin.
What a GG indeed by one of the players. I mean, Alice tried his very best, but what can you do if you're threatened by a new idea of one of the greatest player of all time? He basically defeated him with mirror image and a staff.
Yeah, really cool.
Freaking crazy. Yeah, if you had any doubts that Lin comes into this demotivated, unprepared, whatever, no. This is where he starts his wrath on the Night Elves.
So crazy, this cooldown of 3 seconds. It's 80 mana, so it is at least, you know, something, but the duration of the illusions, or mirror images, I guess, is 1 whole minute, 60 seconds. So they're here for a long time. Like, in terms of scouting, it doesn't really get any better than this. It's like, you know, finding one of illusion multiple times, like consistently throughout the game. You just keep sending those around, and as we've learned, scouting is key in this matchup. If you can cancel that tree a bunch of times, you're just so far ahead.
Comes at quite the expense, of course. The skill point means no critical strike, and that is an average of 15% damage bonus that you're not getting. But if you can prevent the expansion for so long, it's absolutely worth it. And the cool thing is, it has a double purpose. You send the illusion there to scout, you staff on, and if the keeper arrives there as well and entangles you, you can get out of the entangle as well with that mirror image. I absolutely love it. I think it's brilliant. And yeah, it's about time somebody did it. Really cool.
We need kind of an idea like this for Alice now to fight back. So what's a pocket strat that he could go for that might surprise Lin? Is there something in this world that can surprise Lin?
We have been seeing quite a few things from Night Elf recently, honestly. Like Bears, Bear Rush with Demon first hasn't been looking too bad. Talons is an option, although only on certain maps. Probably not on our next one. Dryad MG expansion, that one looks pretty weak at the moment. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing Bears. They have looked quite good, especially when we think back to Remind.
All right then, pretty much perfect game one by Lin. Let's see if Alice can strike back or if day one of Asia ends early.
Northern Isles. Yeah, I think the map pool for Orcs is much better nowadays. Northern Isles is fairly balanced, but I would say it favors Orc a little bit. The Keeper here has a very tough time getting some sneaky creeping in, getting that level 3. While the expansion is not hard to creep, it is certainly possible for the Blade Master to harass this one. Especially AZ being kicked out of the pool was such a big improvement for the Orcs. For the new map, Shallow Grave, it's still early days. We can't quite tell. The maps that Lin reset, of course, were the two ones that came before Shallow Grave, Tidehunters and Autumn Leaves. But I think especially Autumn Leaves has to be reconsidered by the Orcs. Anyways, long story short, this should be a decent map for Lin for sure. And we see the Blade Master once again. No fussier plays here in this series for it.
That was the long story short, was it? I like the Blade Master with shop opener here from Lin, because if there was a greedy creep, let's say like the expansion first or the Tusker camp from Alice, he can just speed scroll across the map and make sure he like steal the creep, maybe the item, and really messes up with that whole build order. So that's basically the counter of what he thought might have been there, but Alice is going for a safer small green camp near his base, not taking the risk. He's going to entangle that peon immediately, wants to deny as much information as possible from Lin.
Lin, knowing here that it's a safe creep on the Nile side, probably going to go for some consumables. I would have thought. These Flesh Eaters with the consumables, very popular. The illusions and the sentry wards for scouting, that's what you want, but instead the Blade Master is walking across right away. Interesting, by the way, Lin's build order. He went for a delayed barracks, of course, but this delayed barracks could have been way sooner than he made it.
A player's forces are
and I wonder why he made it that delayed. I am not sure. Keeper running across the map here on level 1. He knows the Blade Master is around to stop his progress, so maybe hunt down some peons.
I think maybe he just wanted he wanted to mine more lumber because like you need so much lumber. He needed to start tier 2, get the barracks, and then get the extra burrow as well to be able to get that second grunt later on anyway. So
The peon scout, dude. He was looking at the AP right away with the peon scout as he doesn't see it. He checks out where the keeper might be after that, but he does get level 2. Oh, just barely. If the blade had denied that, that would have been huge.
oh, the archer aggroed the creeps in the center.
Oh.
Alice, you can't have that happen. Your opponent's
she
playing
doing?
very close to flawless.
And the first grunt comes out, again looking for APs. Always something you have to respect. But instead it's Alice with the Tree of Life. The replenishment potion for the blade was good just a second ago. But Wand of Illusion or Sentry Ward would have been better because I would love to see this Tree of Life. And not seeing it and being across the map might mean that this Tree of Life is going to finish nice and early.
Yeah, but he really is delaying his tech here. He went Archer, Double Hunt, Ultra Vision, Tree. So tech hasn't started yet for Alice, whereas he's getting closer to finishing here for Lin.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And Lim probably happy with this, even if the expansion here might be finishing soon. Uses the Windwalk to get to the shop. Only one shop on this map he wants. This Tele Staff. And he shall get it. Could go for a Dust as well. But saves those resources, actually.
Let's see. He gets a Dust.
A town is under siege.
Here does
A player's
Alice.
forces
The
are
Wisp's
under
actually
attack.
attackable on the other side. It's gonna go down, barely escaping those 2 grunts here right now. And Lodge now starts. We got Shadowhunter on the way. Hey, attack just super delayed here for Alice.
2 grunts only so far. Seems like Lin should go for another one if he wants to creep comfortably. But he goes Bestiary Lodge once again fast. Especially on Concealed. Having that Wyvern to see above the trees around the corners really good. Here on this map, it's not that beneficial. It's kind of straightforward where the Night Elf is going to be coming from. And you usually have vision anyways. So this might be... It's probably still going to be a Wyvern though. Also, of course, good for damage, for creeping.
A player's
Yeah,
forces
Blade Master's
are
gonna
under attack.
stick around, I think, and try to be as annoying as possible, even though he knows that there is Dust of Appearance. And on paper, he's never really supposed to steal anything here. As long as that's used on time. Used pretty early, but I guess he has the second charge anyway, for it, which usually, or every time, I guess, refreshes as soon as the first one exactly ends.
Speaking of Dust, just reminded me. Oh, there we go.
Player's forces are
Years ago, when I was new to WarCraft, I used to always mispronounce Dust. When Remo was still a little lad, I would not say Dust of Appearance, but Dust of Appearance. Hahaha. Would always say it
Really?
wrong. So yeah. So what item or anything in WarCraft did you mispronounce for a long time, Mr. Letod?
I don't know, but I can tell you one easily in StarCraft. Because there was a tournament in which I called out, I think it was Apollo, because he was saying one of the players' name wrong. And then he waited until we came back from break, and he was like, well, at least I don't say Guardian Shield, I say Guardian Shield as it meant to be said. And I was like, oh my god, I've been saying it wrong for like 4 years now.
a player's town is forces
He got
are
you
under
there.
attack.
Yeah.
What about Graviton Catapult? Can you say that right?
Yeah.
I hear it's been
Graviton
removed.
Catapult. Yes. Definitely did.
Too bad. Carriers were pretty cool.
It was a great upgrade.
Oh, here comes the creep jack. That's it. Oh, he stole it! Wow! Look at that sniper. Oh, and the wyvern gets ensnared. I don't think he can commit too hard with these hunts. Wants to get rid of the snake pit first. Blade got the Scroll of the Beast, which is
They
probably
give
the worst.
decent XP now.
I mean, they're still level 1 only, so it's not that much XP, but every little thing matters.
And the expo, at least forgot to saturate the expo. Oh, come on. At least 4 out of 5. As usual.
Forces are under attack.
It's ridiculous.
Not even 4, bro. What the hell are you doing?
0 out of 5, new meta. He's macro
Yes.
slipping. Look at his gold.
One grunt gonna go down. But I would say that was pretty good recovery. That creepjack looked kind of scary, but in the end, only one grunt goes down. But of course, there's gonna be an additional tax with healing now needed. And the question is there still time for Lin to counter expand, or is it too late?
Usually, he'd be the one to make the perfect call here. Like, if he'll fall behind in this kind of game, I've seen him even power rush and be like, okay, just need to do that now in order to be able to win. In this game, it might still be okay. I mean, especially knowing that Alice took such a long time to entangle the gold mine on the expansion. Sorry, to saturate, because he was entangled for a while. Making it all the more unacceptable. The Blade Master is standing on top of the crypt. You don't want to finish this, I think. The Blade might steal it. And he gets it. The item goes to Alice, though, with the Sobi mask.
He just took the gamble, Alice. There was a shop right there to get a dust. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, luckily Blade is not that close to 3. He was exactly right above level 2, so even though he got the XP,
Yeah.
not like it benefits him greatly. If he had gotten the Sobi mask, though, oof.
Yeah. Sobi on the Shadow Hunter is unbelievable. It's basically unlimited Serpent Wards. And he gets level 3, and with that now level 2 Schnicks. It should be. It's mirror image again. We haven't seen it yet. Imagine skilling crit in 2021, bro. Pfft,
Are under attack.
what a fool would do that.
Well, later on, yeah. I guess we'll get it. Maybe Alice needs to put on his snake charmer hat.
Some people are afraid of snakes. Is there anything that Johan Merlot, any animal that Johan Merlot is afraid of?
Oh, yeah. Snakes,
Beetles?
spiders, everything.
I hate spiders as well, dude. Spiders are gross.
Alright,
Snakes are cool though. I went to a reptilarium once, and they're so soft to touch, and way warmer than I thought they would.
That sounds amazing, but there is a fight going on. Let's see. Blade Master with the 2 claws. Plus 16 damage. Lightning shield. I don't think... Okay, he has a purge to free that grunt from the entangle. Wind Rider is attacking the archers right now. Ideally, you want to put that on the hunt, but Lin looks like he's cleaning up big time.
Look at that raider! He's getting like 3 kills! Gets the 2 hunts, 1 archer over there as well. It's a bloody exchange. And the Wyvern will die finally. Alchemist finds himself getting targeted. Lin trying to force that invuln, and will force it. Blade still full mana here, by the way.
Player's forces are under attack.
112 crit with only crit level 1.
It's those claws, baby.
The archer in the top left. Wake up the spider at the eye.
You will
He
get
wakes
down
him
with
up.
me.
Too bad
Never mind.
if those cubes had ensnared, they would have for sure ensnared the grunt.
Oh, the grunt just walks it off. He's like, Zug Zug. See you another day. Zug you another day, he would say. And now Lin very far ahead once again. It seemed like with a faster expansion here, maybe Alice would have a chance, but oh boy,
A player's forces
how he
are
was
under attack.
eviscerated in that latest engagement. Shadowhunter about to hit 4, which is always a huge level up in this matchup. That means you're also going to have Heal Wave level 2. And that is, yeah, a very, very strong hero then. Shadowhunter, along with all the other Orc heroes, super powerful. And a Mana Stone, hell yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's really sick, actually. Great item to pick up. Not only replenishes your mana quicker, but also when you use it, you'll get a lot of it instantly. So just wait until you go down to 0 mana, and then boom! Merry Christmas.
Player's
Boom
forces are
shakalaka.
under attack.
Lin pushes forward. Is that the first mirror image this game? Or was there another one?
I don't know, but if I said yes, would you stop talking about mirror image every 2 seconds? Probably not.
I love that spell, bro. Give me a break. We have a Shredder. Interesting. He doesn't really need the lumber. Maybe just to have a bit more oomph. But those Shredders go down quick when they get locked down.
Lin about to have +2 armor, by the way, on his units. So it's gonna be very tanky.
A player's forces are under
He
attack.
gets double healing scroll. And it's just pure archer, there's nothing else.
Mirror image, look. There's a mirror image, Todd.
Oh my god.
Check it out, he's scouting, bro. How sick is that? And he can creep in the meantime. Blade about to hit 4. Then we got the big crits coming. I love this skill build. 1-1-2. I think that is the go-to for Blade in this matchup, of course. And Lin kind of innovating with this sequence in which he goes for those skill points nowadays. I like it a lot. Last year was Fly really showing the way and innovating in this matchup. This year it's Lin looking really good. And he's getting more claws. Oh boy.
Wow, nice pull on the Magnetor actually. Look at it. Next to the little glacier.
I'm looking.
Gonna build an igloo, man.
Claws plus 12, let's go! Ah, bad.
Yeah. Obviously pretty good. I mean, disappointing. He doesn't get the full damage build, but endurance gonna be nice in a game where you have no plan to go into a Torrent Chieftain.
We got a Kodo as well.
Wait,
Alright,
did you see the mirror image that's about to scout, by the way? Insane.
Bro, check out that mirror image.
Woo.
Wow. Oof. He's
Such
gonna see
beautiful.
exactly what's happening there at the expo. Wait, what's the max damage on the blade? 51 plus 25. That's 76 times 3. What's that, Todd? 210 plus 18, right? 228 max damage?
Oh my god.
I want to see
Why
it.
do you do this, man?
What do you mean?
The fear of failure does not allow me to try and do any sort of math, even the most basic one like this.
Ah, it's fine, bro. We're all humans. We all fail sometimes. Alright, we're gonna go in. We have tier 3 for Alice. There is marksmanship. He's got 2 archers. Honestly, this is a strong army. Should Lin really fight this? I'm expecting mass lightning shield. Here we have the mirror image right away to get out of the first entangle. And we have 1 lightning shield coming in. It's a good front line here for Alice. He's protecting these archers in the back very, very well. Next mirror image. Blade gets out of the entangle again, dropping low still. Gonna have to pop the invul here very soon. There it is. But then it's taking a lot of damage everywhere. The position for Alice is amazing. He had Treants, the Ancient of War, a Shredder. I think Shredder's dead now. But yeah, this was great for the archers, and Lin may have to fall back here.
Yeah, at least use the Wisp from the gold mine on the expansion. So here we are back again. 0 out of 5. Finally won. He remade the Wisp. Lin is almost tempted to snipe the tree and get out, but he doesn't have a Townfall. Maybe if I think if he did, he would have gone for it, because he has an snare for the Wisp as well. He was thinking about pulling out, and he sees this army. He's like, wait, it's just archers? Yeah. Alchemist does no matter? He got stabbed back home? Alright, it's go time.
Yeah, in the first little start of the fight that we had, the archers were very well protected behind the tree of the Ancient of War and everything else, but now they're very exposed, and now they're getting slaughtered. One after the next, the Alchemist finally returns for more heal spray, but it seems to be too late. Oh, there's the big crit. And the bottom is gonna fall off her Tiger. No more Tiger Queen for her. GG 2-0 for Lin.